yawa, 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 yawa.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Yawa of the Day. My name is Ace Kanti. This episode of Yawa of the Day is brought to you by Bit Africa. Bit Africa. Before I continue, wherever you are around the world, let's observe a minute silence to fear some women. A minute, wherever you are. I'm in black. Sad news. See, this particular story, the story has been trending for the past 3 days. I've relaxed. I want to understand. I want to digest. I want to go inside. I want to understand what exactly is happening. Some men are going through a lot. Some of us, we are living free. Some men are going through a lot. And then some women are not good people. Some women are not good people. Maka story, Mienuna Boom, 2 stories combined. And the funny thing is, they are all coming from women. It is show men, women showing men. This video, you all know AJ Sapon. She has a show on 3FM. And this married man called to share his story with his wife. Let's watch the video.
The brother she introduced to me as a brother, actually someone from her family picked the phone, I don't know who, and says, look, your wife's brother is not her brother, it's actually a sugar daddy.
Eh?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah. So, like, AJ, let's say I'm dating you, right? And then it's mostly you say, oh, no, follow me to my brother's place or something. And I go like, why are we going to do? Oh, I need to go see him. He needs to give me some money for.
And you
stuff.
take her there, and you wait
and
for
I
her.
Drive her there, and I wait at the car park.
And then it was her sugar daddy.
Mostly this brother of hers was actually doing, let's say, a conference. Let's say you go to the conference center. So he's in there doing meetings or having a conference done, and then I have to wait at the car park for 2-3 hours before she comes back.
Wow. So you can safely assume that.
Excuse is that my brother, she didn't know I'm dating now, else he's not going to take care of me again.
Huh. So you weren't supposed to be around the brother. So you would just take her there. You wait for 2-3 hours in a parking lot while she goes to see her brother.
Yes. And it happened not once, not twice. And later on, yes, I was introduced to this brother. In the worst case, you see, when God, it doesn't matter what someone does to you, but what I feel is that if you're not even serving God or going to church and you have a pure heart and a clean mind, things begin to, you see them. This is what you call the red flags. You see them. These red flags, I'm sure, are not coincidences. There are things that tells you, or probably, I don't know if it's angels or if it's God himself, shows you that where you're going is wrong. Because there were times where I'm home, she'll tell me she's not well. She's acting she's not well. And then the brother pops up in our home. Yeah, that's after the marriage.
After the marriage, the brother still kept coming around.
Yes, he came around. And whenever he's coming, obviously, as a brother, he brings, what you call it, like provisions here and there and all of it, brings a bit of money here and there. And then I knew she was shaking in the bed. Well, whether she was pretending at the time, I didn't know. But after the brother came, then she was more like, oh, ask the brother to come in. And within me, I felt, no, this is wrong. But I still couldn't say it. So I came out to tell the brother, oh, she says she needs you inside. Then
and you would go inside.
Yes, so he went into the bedroom. Now, let's look at what happened here. The moment the brother came in, she got up from the bed. You know, it's a master bedroom, so the washroom was in there. So she got up from the bed as if to go and vomit.
Uh-huh.
And then, in the process of entering the washroom, she drops her towel.
Hey!
And I was there. The brother had just entered, so... He's like, oh, no. I was so angry with him, but I could not say a word.
But then
All
you
I
thought
did
was just, a brother, Anya was an innocent brother.
No, but
Sana.
that feeling I was having was jealousy. And the moment you feel that inwardly, spiritually, something is telling you that is not a brother.
Exactly. It is not an innocent relationship.
Exactly. So I could not voice out. I was so angry with myself. I just picked a towel, gave it to her, and then the brother sat on the bed. I was not, even when I left the hall, I was not comfortable. So literally, I would just come. Then our first child was just a baby. It was just a 2 weeks, 3 weeks old baby. So I was just literally just coming as if the baby's worrying me, Then I would just, look around, what's happening. Then I go out there. A few minutes going, I was so uncomfortable. So I think the guy felt it. And then he says, you know what? Look, I need to leave, and he has a wife and 2 kids as well. They were much older at the time.
Now a question. Knowing what you know about her now and knowing who she was with while pretending that they were their brother, did you ever consider doing, or have you ever considered doing a paternity test, or have you ever done one?
Well, it's something that I have thought about. Our divorce and all, there was a whole bunch. Because at the end of the day, when this brother thing came and I even confronted her, she even spelled it out in my face. That yes, and so what, things like that. She wasn't even, I always say this, that if at the time she had even gone down on her knee to say, I apologize, I'm sorry, I don't think we would be here.
Oh, really? You were willing to forgive her?
Oh, yes, I was.
Oh, wow.
My child was just 3 weeks old. Do you get it?
Yeah.
So, because of, I was brought up in that way. You just don't neglect your child because you have a bad marriage. So, it was always something on top of my head. It was always on top of my head. So and she just did not. The mother was there with us. Then she was alive. She also came and said, hey, you're calling my daughter a prostitute. I'm like, what? So at the moment, I decided to park out of the house. And when I was going, that was when she saw I was serious. She was like, oh, please, you just leave the suitcase. So I was angry, and then I spun around. And my arm just struck her cheek. And not knowing, I think her teeth bit on her side of the cheek. And so there was just a little bit of blood. You know what she did?
What?
She put her finger in the blood, put it on her face and nose and all of that, and came to tell her mother, I slapped her in her nose. Yeah. And then she told the mom, he just called me a prostitute because he found out this person is not my brother.
But then how will you lie that someone is your brother when the person is your sugar daddy?
This is all the question I was asking. And come and see her and the mom that day in the house. I had to leave and go and stay. There was a part of my main junction. I had to go sit there and buy a bottle of Coke and sat there almost 8 hours the whole day.
Wow.
Until there was a lady living with us, the senior brother's wife, and she was the one that secretly hid and called the lady's father and says, if you do not come, this young man is leaving your daughter. I didn't even know. I was asleep, 7 a.m. This same lady leaving, the brother's wife came to wake me up. Why? Said, your wife's father and big sister are here. So I came out. Immediately, the man is like almost 80 years old man. The moment he saw me, he went on his knees and started apologizing. That I shouldn't leave. And I immediately held him up and says, look, I'm not leaving. Then right in front of me, he actually told the wife off. Right. And how can you be in your youngest daughter's marriage? She has done this to this man, which you already know. The family all knows that this man is not her brother, but you all told him that it
brother. Is, yeah. So instead of apologizing,
if come out, what do? You support your daughter to insult him. And that was the beginning of the divorce. It ended in that first year.
Wow.
But because of the kids, I always say this, I had to stay.
But you've never you've never chosen to do a DNA test.
Well, I've thought about it, but yes, I was going to say that after the divorce, she's keeping the kids. And she actually told the lawyers. Anytime I had to meet to go see the kids, she didn't want to. And so finally, her lawyer, my lawyer, actually told me, you know what you have to do for the kids? She would come around.
Okay.
And as I say to you now, she's not come around.
Yeah.
So one day, yes, of course. And these kids will grow. This is what I always say. A lot of people were telling me, man, I have to fight it. You have to actually get these kids out of her because she will turn them against you. I said, look, she can turn them against me. But these kids will grow up to be young men and young women one day. And they will have a mind of their own.
Yeah.
And these stories are all there. The family, it didn't happen between all the family actually knows. And the day I even told the dad that I was packing out of the house, he actually called me and says, look, I understand because everything you told me. So if today you are telling me you cannot believe in, I wish you well.
Now, to ask, you've moved on clearly. You're now in a relationship. You've moved on.
I'm married actually.
You're married now. You tell what.
When she
Was
photo. You see? Can you see Takrade people? Can you saw me? You see? I don't know what to say. I don't know exactly what to say. You drive your wife to go and meet the sugar daddy. You drive her. Someone you are married to. You drive her. She tell you, baby, I want to go and see my brother at the office. I want to see my brother at the cinema. Then you drive her to him. And then all this while, he sits in the car. The lady didn't introduce him as the brother. He was sitting in the car. We could do cinema now. Then the lady will get out and go to the cinema office. She will get down and go and meet the man. He will be in the car sleeping 2 to 3 hours like Uber driver, waiting for someone to order a ride. He will just be there 3 hours. The lady will come back and then they will go. They are married. Finally, the lady introduced the man to him that, oh, this is my brother. Then you see the part. They are married. They are in the house. The lady said she is sick. He didn't know. And then she is sick. The brother is coming to visit her. When the brother came, the woman asked the husband. She was in the master bedroom. Asked the husband to go and call the brother. Umbra, master bedroom. And then when the sugar daddy came in to the master bedroom, the lady stood up like she's going to vomit. She was in a towel. When she stood up and she was going to the washroom, she released the towel. She released the towel in front of someone she claims is the brother. According to the man, this is what the lady did. You asked your brother to come in. Your husband to allow your brother to come into the master bedroom. When he came, she stood up from the bed that she's going to the washroom. More like she's going to vomit. And when she stood up, towel, no, papa, then the towel fell. The husband said he was very mad. He was jealous. But all this while, he didn't know side chick. He didn't know. Sugar daddy, he knew. All this while, she thought, oh, Akonta the sister, you have seen her body from kid time. So this one is no news. Akonta paweni kakra, enjoy. After some time, he got to find out. He confronted the wife. The wife said, "Ain't it? I'm with a sugar daddy, ain't it?" And then you see, last time I did a story. Me and Sheldon, we do 1, 2. The mother-in-law knows about it. So at that time, the mother-in-law was staying with them. When the mother-in-law heard the issue, she came to confront the husband that, why are you calling my daughter a prostitute? Your daughter is married to someone, and then you know that this person is not the brother. By now, sugar daddy na jiakuntasi kind de da waje. You know this, and then our mother. You see, anytime you pray for a good woman, pray for a good mother-in-law. Your wife can be very good for you, but the mother will she would manipulate her and they would exploit you. If you pray for a good wife, Pray for a good mother-in-law. Father-in-law, the moment you come and marry our daughters and then you umaye alumbu, umaye jin bakwa. That is it. We don't have any problem. Unless you come to call us, oh, divorce and now lady, old man, apart from that, we don't have any problem. We have given our daughter to you. Where to Fako? Always the mother-in-law, they always know something about the issue. They have a hand in the issue. Anything that is happening, they know about it. And you see what happened when he confronted the wife. The wife told him, "It's day." So he was pissed and he wanted to pack out of the house, leave the house for the mother and the daughter, stay there. And according to the man, they have a 3-month child. 3 months. 3 months child. 3. 1, 2, 3. The kiddies have the distance have not developed in 3 months. So when he was leaving, the wife asked him, "So you are leaving your 2 kids behind?" Then the guy was like, "No, let me just come back." So he said when he was coming back, his hand hit the lady by mistake. And then I said, "What kind of touch man? I don't know how to say that in English. You have what? You have bitten your tongue." And then blood was coming. The lady used the hand to fire the blood, put it in the nose, put it on the face to show that the guy beat her up. Then she went inside, showed that to the mother, and then the mother came out. And now, you know how our mothers are when you attack the other. The man said he just stood there. He didn't want to say anything. So he stood up, picked 5 CD from his wallet, went to the next drinking spot, and auto cook. He said he sat there for 8 good hours. So if it's 10 p.m. or 8 good hours. So there was a nearby neighbor that saw him. And then he called the lady's father in the village, said, "This is what is happening. If you don't come, there will be an issue." So the man said after 8 hours, he went to the house to sleep. After sleeping, early morning, they called him, say, "Your wife's father and sister is here." They said the father is like 80-year-old man. 80-year-old man. When the father saw him, the husband, the moment he saw, he knelt down and started crying. Forgive my daughter. They said he told the wife that you know that this person was not the brother. So it means the person was in attendance. Even the weddings of the sugar daddy was there. I don't know why we allow these things to happen. It's always the good men that they face these things, bro. Wherever you are in the world, 24 hours, spend one to fear people who don't fear some women. Because some women are very, very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. If this thing happens to me, I'm not sure you see me here. The day you realize I'm not in the studio, if I just say they take do me. The day any of you realize 24 hours, you have not seen my video on the YouTube channel, it means that they take do me. But me, I'm strong. Or ding BTS. Can't do it to me. Try it. If you like, try it. But this one is married. Me, I'm not married, so I'm not there yet. But you see, these issues are very, very serious. It happens every single day. This takes us to the second story. Let me read the second story. My word. Good evening, Nes Chai. Nes Chi. I think it's a Nigerian. Good evening, Nes. My traditional wedding is on May 25th and my wedding is on May 27th. My fiancé just cancelled everything because I lied to him. I went to give my ex-boyfriend my wedding invitation. My intention wasn't to sleep over. He started begging me that we have a lot to talk about, that I should allow us to talk, and now that I'm single. I should allow us to talk now that I'm single. He begged me to sleep over, and I did. One thing led to the other. Always one thing has been leading to the other. One day I want to see that one thing that has been leading to the other. That one thing that has been leading to the other. I want to see it. One thing led to the other, and we had sex all through. All through. Triangle, grand final. I didn't tell my fiancé, and he had never questioned me about that. Not knowing that he has hacked my phone and is waiting for the time he will be okay with me to talk about it. He asked me and I lied. Then he provided an evidence. There was no way out, so I started apologizing. In my presence, he called both parents and asked them to cancel any wedding preparations. When they asked why, he told them I would explain better. He left me in the house and went to a hotel and is going back to Abuja from the hotel. He instructed his gate man to make sure I leave tomorrow and I should drop the house keys with him. I've called him over 800 times. He's not picking. I take that again. I've called him over 800 times. He's not picking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 800. Please, what can I do to remedy this? I don't want to lose my man. We love each other so much. You love who? Jai. We love each other so much. I need help, please. My fragile heart can't survive this. You love each other so. Why is your pet? Who says he loves you? You love your husband. No, wait. Why do you go to your ex to give him an invitation letter? Why do you invite your ex to your wedding? Why are you still in contact with your ex? What are you going to talk about with your ex? You are going to give your ex an invitation letter. Now, you can send the invitation on WhatsApp. He doesn't even deserve the letter. You just say, hey, Kojo, I'm wedding Kofi. That is it. One thing has always been leading to another. Always some women, when you ask them, oh, I went to see him, I didn't know. One thing led to the other. See, you knew what you wanted to do before you left the house. You can't tell me you didn't know what to do before you left your house, to go to your ex house, to go and give him an invitation letter. See, wedding, we give invitation letters to those who are important. Wedding, we have about 1,000 people who attend wedding. It's not everyone that gets an invitation letter. Even the whole church, you give one person. You go to your ex personally, a delivery guy. You have something to do, Ohima. We have a lot of motor guy, boat food, Yango, Uber delivery, Yango delivery, everything. Day. We have courier or whatever the name is. You can give it to them. Go and deliver this. You went to his house to give him an invitation letter. Then he asked you guys have a lot to talk about. So you should sleep over. And when you slept over, one thing led to the other. And you had sex all true. Not just, and you are proud. You are proud telling me, Scanty, that you had sex all true. When this story was posted on Twitter, go and check. About 10 people were tagging Scanty, your issue come. Please, I'm not a marriage counselor, Miss Remo. Me married, no, please. Where it is, we put it where it is. I don't have any hand. Me married, namon fasem breme. Yesterday, someone sent me a relationship story in my DM. Say, my boyfriend, please, me say, Jumano, please. I see it, I come and talk about it. Yeah, the year also had a fabra, me, I'm a counselor. No. You had sex all through, and you didn't tell your husband. So if the husband didn't hack the phone on him, he wouldn't know this. Come back to me. What could you have gone back to your ex? Like him Instagram fan. Adu suma kwadu opolo sumongbe. You see, I don't understand why, if you really love your husband, you will not do this. Don't fall for this. Your ex didn't ask you to bring an invitation letter. When I was sorry and I was go, me bro letter. Then we say, yeah, after everything you did with me, I'm still getting married, bro. Who the fuck are you? Your ex didn't ask you to bring any letter to him. He's not interested. He didn't even pay Uber. If I ask you to come and visit me, Scanty Uber, and please, where I'm staying, and Uber is 30 cities in it. Your ex didn't ask you anything. What swan when they command, and you had sex all through the next day. And when he left, you called your ex 800 times. She said she called the ex-boyfriend 800 times. 800, and the guy didn't answer 800 times. Oh, friend, me, Scanty, if I call you once, twice, and you don't answer, that is it. Me, I called our MP once, twice, he didn't answer, and then that is it. I think you called your ex 800. 100, you can't say what you Apim 4. Oh, yeah, by Apim. Pim 4, 800. Hey, and you for 8 years, and you trim. And Sia and Con and 9 and Numi. 800 times. You called. Why? See, the best thing you have to do is when he found out, call your ex and make her, oh, I'm coming back. Simple. You don't even need to ask next Chichi or next Chai or for any advice. Okay, ma, there is no advice I can give you. We can't give you any advice. You went back to your ex. So the invitation letter you gave to your ex, just change your husband's name and put your ex name there. And no. Then you don't do this. Some women make we have good women out there. I won't lie to you. Have some friends who are very good women. We have good women out there. You don't do this. If you have an issue, bro, solve it. Go to your ex. Tell him that, brother, I am back for you. Let's continue what we started. That is it. Have sex true and true. Over the and you'll be asem. Your husband found out and we are early stages. Not when. So he called your parents and say, hey, Alombo, and Sunny Bibiana Mato places now we book. Please. Hey, cancel it. I'm not ready to waste money. Please. Please, I don't want any issue. And now you are asking us to give you an advice because you love him. If you love him so much, you wouldn't go and spread your legs like blue band, butter, and sleep with your ex, bro. You don't do this. Okay, man, you don't do this. And if you do this, you to mean Kevin Bow. If you love your ex, you will not go around sleeping with other people. If you love your boyfriend, you won't go about sleeping with your ex. If you have you have 3 exes, you want to invite all of them to the wedding. What do? You print 3 invitation letters. Invitation letter is limited. That's why me when I'm getting married, the invitation me kwana mikita. Okay, my old brother we yen call because hey, we are sure so your brother. I'm carrying doctor along the check because the first story he said it was his brother. Check if you omuyemuja bakun Giletta. Mommy we are sure so now no Giletta. I'll follow you where you do. See if you do this, me you are lucky the guy even gave you 24 hours to pack out and leave the keys, bro. The moment I find out, the guy asked you, Ohima, did you go and sleep with your ex? Did you go and do something with the Mecca? She said no. And then the guy provided evidence. It means that you were a liar. You were a liar. You lied to him. So if he didn't find out, it would have been Ubosisimu. That's the kind of people that they will give birth na akwana half sehanum. Please. We are not tolerating this anymore. We have had enough of some women. This is why some people are saying they won't get married, bro. It's very, very nice. Don't say, very, very good thing. But find someone. Chile, it's very nice. But if you are not doing that, bro, don't cheat. Ladies, please, I'm advising you. But understand, some guys too, you don't take your size. This is my advice. Take your size. The ladies the people who like us, one thing about love is the people who love us, we don't love them. The people who love you, the guys, the girls who like us, you, my friends who say, oh, yeah, Kolo, you are not up there. My friends who say you are not up there, so I don't like you. So you go after people who are up there and they will drain you. When you are down, those who are down there. Bro, don't do that. Me, if you don't have money, I don't have money, so I don't chase love. I don't put love first. YouTube, maybe the any YouTube, anytime you see me on social, I'm tweeting about YouTube links and stuff. I don't do anything. Guys, fading, pray. When you are praying to God for a good wife, pray for a good mother-in-law. That's why me, on the first day, the first question I ask you, what's the name of your mother? Show me her picture. I want to read up. I want to know because, see, some mothers are very, very troublesome. Ladies and gentlemen, tell us what you think. This story is very shocking. If you have a story, you can DM me on Twitter. If you have experienced anything like that on Twitter or Snapchat, Scanty11, Twitter is Scanty. Share your story with me. I'll come here. But it shouldn't always... Okay. The ladies, tell me what some guys have done to you. Makam money DNA my bread. So that I can get chance to step on the guys. I can step on their necks. Look for me on Snapchat, Scanty11. Tell me what your ex has done to you. Your husband has done to you. Just bring your story. Or Scanty Twitter, Scanty. IGD, underground musician, go be. Come to where you find me easily. And then tell me what the guys have done to you. I'll come here. I'll compile your stories. I'll read them out. Tell us what you think in the comment section. I'll see you another time.